As the nation reacts to Derek Chauvin's conviction, a first-of-its-kind study shows the impact police killings have on the mental health of many black families. Elise Preston breaks down the findings.
Committing a felony, find the defendant guilty.
The George Floyd case has gripped the nation. For Richard Parker, seeing another black man die after interacting with law enforcement is overwhelming.
It gets difficult. I don't want to live in a constant state of rage and anger and fear. So sometimes I just try to tune it out. And I hate to admit that publicly, but I got to protect my peace.
A new study from a group of U.S. researchers shows the significant negative toll police killings of black Americans has on the mental health of other black Americans.
Weeks where we have 2 or more incidents of these high-profile acts of racial violence, black Americans report a higher number of poor mental health days.
The study analyzed nearly 50 highly publicized incidents from 2013 to 2017, including cases involving Freddie Gray, Philando Castile, and Michael Brown, where officers were not convicted.
We find that it's the legal decisions to not indict or convict officers that's the strongest or only significant predictor of the poor mental health days.
Previous studies estimate 1 in 1,000 black men can expect to be killed by police. Researchers say it's critical to address racial violence and the public health impact.
Parker believes much more work still needs to be done.
What about everybody else, who have lost their lives? Where's their justice? Like, we can't just celebrate one when the system is still broken.
He's happy there was a conviction this time, but he'll keep fighting for a world where police violence doesn't exist. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Here in Fargo, schools are equipping teachers with resources to help kids cope with publicized police violence. The district's director of equity and inclusion is encouraging teachers and staff to recognize students' emotional needs and provide them with support. Not getting enough sleep during middle age could increase the risk of dementia. French researchers followed nearly 8,000 adults for 2 decades, and they all reported how long they slept. Those who slept 6 hours or less at age 50 or 60 had a higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who slept 7 hours a night. Persistent short sleep durations between the ages of 50 and 70 was also associated with a 30% increased dementia risk. A new study suggests that older adults can improve their sleep quality by listening to music. Researchers analyzed 5 randomized trials and found that older adults who listened to music before going to bed experienced far greater sleep when compared to those who did not. Sedative music provided better benefits than rhythmic music. Coming up, a new trend in the workforce: the number of people who say as soon as the pandemic is over, they'll be looking for a new job.